all of you bot-ass people was on here trashing Jada when I was telling y'all the truth, that she was covering for Will. Jada can only do and say what her handlers tell her to do and say. Like, these people are not, they don't have full control over their lives. Their managers pretty much tell them tell them what to do, okay? Like, their marriage always was open, okay? Celebrity marriages and celebrity couples are not, like, they don't date the same way we date. It's like their managers arrange their unions. It's like a weird dynamic they have, okay? It's like, but they don't do things the way us so-called normal people do. They don't date for love. It's more like a business arrangement, okay? And a lot of them don't even have their kids naturally. They have kids through science with IVF. They use IVF methods. They do gene editing. The women usually don't push the babies out. They'll spend money on, getting a surrogate before ruining their bodies. Like, they've been doing this designer baby stuff for over 20, maybe 30 years. And, Hollywood arranged marriages just to keep the power within the elite groups and classes, okay? Like, a lot of these actors, entertainers, they marry Jesuit or, people who claim to be the children of God, okay? They end up marrying within those groups, or just other puppet entertainers, and they make sure they have the money set up and funneled in ways when these entertainers die, it goes straight back to those communities. Like, the money will never come into the Black, Indigenous, American community in any way. It will just go straight back to the ruling class, okay? That's why they arrange these marriages, and they choose certain people, like people who have their bloodlines, and they know that they will not cross them. Like, all of these people, when signing, they agree to promote their agendas and be puppets for these elite class people. This is why we cannot trust celebrities. This is why you shouldn't worship a celebrity. Y'all need to start waking the fuck up and stop mimicking and regurgitating the shit that you hear on mainstream media. They're not going to give you the whole truth. And I'm happy this shit has came out now, so you can stop calling me a fucking conspiracy nut job or whatever, because, like, a lot of this stuff has been out since early 2000s. Like, motherfuckers are just walking around here blind and sleeping. It's funny how this is just coming out and everybody's claiming that, ooh, they knew. But literally, a month ago when I made my video about Will Smith on TikTok, let's go back. This was before this whole Jada stuff came into the tabloids once again about Tupac, which y'all should have seen that. Y'all should have seen through that. Y'all should have seen through that. The many times they would fucking bring that up. I mean, that shit was starting to look like insanity. But okay. I was talking about how they've been an open couple. Okay? And I think there was 2 videos I made, but that one didn't have the comments. But one person was like, we don't care. Of course, y'all don't care until these motherfuckers start talking about Will Smith in the mainstream news. Y'all don't care about them until it's in the mainstream tabloids. Until then, y'all don't really care about this couple for real. But yeah, when I brought the topic up on fucking TikTok, before the media got on Jada again and started trashing her about her book and shit like that, yeah, nobody wanted to hear it. I've been telling y'all that, Will was LGBTQ, okay? Always been like that, and they had an open marriage. But y'all didn't want to hear that. Y'all don't want to hear that unless it's on, like, the mainstream. Unless someone in the mainstream media is saying it, an authority figure is saying it, y'all don't want to hear it. Y'all don't want to hear it from a regular person. It's all misinformation until an authority figure says something. Most of these rappers are also actors, okay? Some start out in the acting, field and, in that career field. Some start off in the music industry and then go off into acting. But Tupac started off as a rapper and then branched out into the acting fields, okay? Now, Tupac did go to an acting school, like a performance art school, which it was a red flag for me learning that he went to performance art school as a teenager. And, I looked at all his videos as a teenager, and looking at his body language and the way he spoke, like, it was clear to me that he was, that way, okay? Tupac was that way. So me knowing this and then knowing this about Will, I'm sure Will and Tupac probably had a fling. Not Tupac and Jada, okay? Yes, they took pictures together, but that don't mean that they were together. I think they were good friends. Like Tupac and Madonna was good friends. They didn't ever have any sexual thing going on. It was just a good friendship. Like, I know a lot of people are not going to believe this. It's going to be hard for them to believe, but there's a lot of evidence that Tupac was that way, okay? He was the first major industry plant in the rap industry, pushing the thug life, homo thug persona and personality onto the black community. Okay?